NBA trade rumors. Giannis Antetokounmpo to Heat buzz intensifies after insider lays out 3 key conditions for Bucks star. The NBA trade rumor mill is officially heating up, and once again, Giannis Antetokounmpo finds himself at the center of the storm. The Milwaukee Bucks superstar, widely considered one of the most dominant players of his generation, is now being linked more seriously than ever to the Miami Heat. While Giannis has remained loyal to Milwaukee for most of his career, a respected NBA insider has reportedly outlined 3 key conditions that could finally open the door for a blockbuster move, and Miami appears to be watching closely. For years, the idea of Giannis in a Heat uniform felt more like fantasy than reality. But as the Bucks face mounting pressure to remain title contenders and Miami continues searching for a true franchise-altering star, the buzz surrounding this potential pairing is growing louder by the day. So what exactly would it take for Giannis Antetokounmpo to consider leaving Milwaukee? And why are the Miami Heat suddenly emerging as a realistic destination? Let's break it all down. Giannis' loyalty has limits. Giannis Antetokounmpo has built his legacy on loyalty. Drafted by the Bucks in 2013, he rose from an unknown prospect into a 2-time MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA champion, all in Milwaukee. In 2020, he silenced critics by signing a Supermax extension, signaling his commitment to a small-market franchise many stars might have abandoned. However, loyalty in today's NBA often comes with conditions. Despite their 2021 championship run, the Bucks have struggled to maintain consistent postseason success. Early playoff exits, coaching changes, and an aging core have raised legitimate questions about Milwaukee's long-term championship window. According to insiders, Giannis is still committed to winning, but patience is not unlimited. That's where the 3 key conditions come into play. Condition number 1, a clear championship path. The first and most important condition is simple. Giannis wants a realistic path to winning another title. Milwaukee's roster, while talented, is getting older. Khris Middleton has dealt with injuries, Brook Lopez isn't getting any younger, and even Damian Lillard's fit alongside Giannis has raised questions. If the Bucks fail to show meaningful progress or suffer another disappointing playoff run, Giannis could begin evaluating whether Milwaukee can truly keep up with the league's elite. The Miami Heat, on the other hand, consistently position themselves as contenders. Even without a traditional superstar, Miami has made deep playoff runs behind elite coaching, defensive identity, and postseason toughness. Add Giannis to that culture, and the Heat instantly become a championship favorite. From Giannis' perspective, Miami offers stability, proven leadership, and a system designed for playoff success. Condition number 2, organizational direction and trust. The second condition centers on trust in the organization's vision. Giannis reportedly wants clarity, not just about next season, but about the future. That includes coaching stability, front office decision-making, and long-term roster construction. The Bucks' recent changes, including coaching shakeups and aggressive win-now moves, have created uncertainty. Miami, by contrast, is known for its organizational consistency. Pat Riley, Erik Spoelstra, and the Heat front office have earned league-wide respect for their long-term planning and ability to maximize talent. Stars know exactly what they're signing up for in Miami. If Giannis begins to feel the Bucks are reacting instead of building, the Heat's steady leadership could become extremely appealing. Condition number 3, roster sacrifice and flexibility. The third key condition is perhaps the most delicate. Giannis wants assurance that the roster around him will be built properly, even if that means tough decisions. Winning championships requires sacrifice, and Giannis understands that. If Milwaukee lacks the assets or flexibility to retool effectively, it weakens their case. Meanwhile, Miami has an established history of reshaping its roster aggressively when the opportunity arises. The Heat have young players, draft capital, and expiring contracts that could be combined into a compelling trade package. While pulling off a Giannis trade would be incredibly difficult, Miami is one of the few teams capable of making a serious offer without completely gutting its future. Why Miami makes sense for Giannis? Beyond the conditions, the Heat simply make basketball sense. Miami's defensive mindset complements Giannis' strengths perfectly. Surrounded by shooters, tough defenders, and elite coaching, Giannis could unlock another level of dominance. The Heat culture, built on conditioning, accountability, and playoff intensity, mirrors the mentality Giannis has preached throughout his career. There's also the lifestyle factor. While not the main driver, Miami's market size, exposure, and off-court opportunities certainly don't hurt. For a global star like Giannis, the Heat offer a platform that few franchises can match. Why the Bucks aren't done fighting? Despite the rumors, it's important to note that Milwaukee isn't ready to give up on Giannis, not even close. The Bucks still view him as the foundation of their franchise and are expected to exhaust every option to keep him satisfied. That includes potential roster tweaks, coaching adjustments, and renewed efforts to build a sustainable contender around him. As long as Giannis hasn't formally requested a trade, Milwaukee maintains leverage. But insiders suggest that if the Bucks stumble again when it matters most, the pressure will escalate rapidly. What happens next? For now, Giannis Antetokounmpo remains a Buck. But the conditions laid out by insiders suggest the door is no longer completely closed. If Milwaukee proves it can contend at the highest level, the rumors may fade, at least temporarily. If not, teams like the Miami Heat will be ready to pounce the moment an opportunity arises. One thing is certain, the Giannis trade watch has officially begun, and the Heat are no longer just a hypothetical destination. Final thoughts. NBA trade rumors come and go, but this one feels different. The combination of insider insight, Milwaukee's uncertain future, and Miami's readiness makes this storyline impossible to ignore. Giannis Antetokounmpo has already delivered a championship to Milwaukee. Now, the question is whether the Bucks can deliver another, or risk losing one of the greatest players in franchise history. And if that happens, don't be surprised if the Miami Heat are waiting at the front of the line. If you want this rewritten in an even more aggressive clickbait tone, broken into shorter YouTube narration paragraphs, or optimized for SEO and YouTube retention, just tell me.